What is up, Daddy Gang? It's your host, Sin John, and I'm here with...
Madjet_.
And you're listening to Call Her, Oh That
Reminds me. Definitely not a stolen intro. Don't
Nope.
sue us.
Our first... we thought of it first.
You know what? We should have done that for episode 69.
You know what? We'll think of something else for episode 69.
But execute order 66. Star Wars.
Mckenzie, how are you
used to
doing?
do Star Wars content.
You still can.
Yeah, I'm too tired. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing today, John?
I am doing pretty spectacular, pretty fine. Is my day off. Work has been super busy, so my days off feel really good now. Winter is here, so
it got dark
really
at 5 p.m. and
Yeah.
I hated it. I was
Throws
not
me
a
off
fan.
a lot.
It was a rainy day too, so it was like just gray all day.
I like winter when I'm outside, but I don't like winter when it hits like 5 p.m. and it's pitch black, and then I feel really tired even though it's only 5 p.m.
Now, I'm very excited for this wonderful podcast episode because, chatters, listeners, it's pop culture time.
Yeah.
We need like a segment name when we talk about what's happening in the week. You know, they got Girly Pop Nation. Like, we need, like...
Welcome to Pop Your Pop Culture Pussy.
Pop Your Pussy, yeah!
Welcome.
Another PPP moment on the podcast. So get that pussy popping out here.
Yup.
A lot has happened. A lot
has happened.
We had the Grammys.
We did.
We had the election.
Yup. We had Outer Banks, Season 4, Part 2.
We had the Wicked premiere.
Oh, true.
You wrote Love is Blind for some reason.
Yup.
We have Elf on the Shelf.
Yup.
We have Conversation. Oh, wait, no.
Listen,
Did we do that one already?
We'll get into, what's it called? You have a date set for when it starts.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you said November 12th app, and then below
that. But, like, didn't... Oh, I see the times. Never mind. I take it back.
I'd written one before it, but
that's what I thought.
I realized that we've definitely... It was going to be about stadium concerts, and we've had that conversation 700 times. So.
Yeah, we like to... It's been a year, man.
But yeah, we can get into the topics if you want. Mckenzie?
No, I don't want to. Okay. Before we... John?
Yeah?
How are you? Did I ask that? I feel like you asked me and I didn't ask you, but I did ask you because you said your day was good. No, I asked how your day was. How are you?
I am
physically, mentally, emotionally.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, I'm pretty fine right now. I'm doing pretty good. I'm decently happy. Yeah.
Good therapy session.
Work is busy though, so it's getting kind of stressful. But we're supposed to get
and it's not even Christmas.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a bunch of seasonal people because basically what happened is every other department was like hiring seasonal people, and then they wanted to be really picky with our department, but then that meant they just weren't hiring anyone. And my team lead was like, "Yo, we kind of need people." And so work is just I show up and then nonstop. There's 10 trillion orders that I have to do, and most of them go red because I'll have like 20 minutes to pick, prep.
Yeah, John plays a game.
But yeah, overall it's been pretty fine. We're supposed to get a bunch of seasonal people this week. We'll see if I hate them all.
How likely?
So far no one's been too bad. This one coworker who's new and like a seasonal guy, his name is Ron.
Fucking Ron. Is he red too? British perhaps?
No, is he red? He's not red.
Damn it.
Nor redheaded. He's kind of like an NPC. Just everything he does and says, like he told me this one joke because when you're done picking your order, you have to like prep it, like put it in bags and stuff, and then you put it where the order pickup people would grab it, right? All of the prep stations were being used, so he made a joke to me and he was like, so is this like nap time? I can just take a nap? And I was like, haha, yeah. He made that joke 7 more times that day to anyone who would listen.
Oh.
He just kept going, so is this nap time? And he's like 40 years old.
I think he just wanted his nap time, man.
So he's kind of, and then everything, the way he talks, everything he says sounds like he's unsure or it's a question, even when it's a statement.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's.
So
I have a bruise on my leg.
I hope you're okay.
How did that get there? What the hell? Sorry. Anywho, that's fun. Do you have any question for me?
How? I mean, I already asked how you're doing. How are you mentally, physically, emotionally?
I'm good. All right, next topic. No, I am doing great. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Today I wrote an 800 word. Well, see, 800 words was the max. I only wrote 500 words, and I said that's good enough. I sent a really long message to my group. You guys have heard a lot about my group at school. I sent them a long message yesterday. No one has responded but my friend. I also have a Minecraft server.
True.
And it's only been open for 16 days. And y'all are really demanding. Other than that, doing fantastic. Nice. I watched Abbott Elementary, caught up, because I was behind. Going good. Makes me want to be a teacher. This always happens. I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I wanted to be a detective. It's a very bad habit of mine. Watched Star Wars. I wanted to be a Jedi. Kind of hate it.
You should not watch war movies.
I have watched Hacksaw Ridge a lot before I realized, I used to hate that movie because it was always on my TV for some reason, and I thought the actor in it was really stupid. The actor was Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. you switched up.
Yeah, it was just annoying. It was just always on. It's like Christmas time when the Elf movies are always on. I fucking hate the Elf movie.
That reminds me. Speaking about elves around Christmas, did you have more to say about that?
No. I set it up.
Speaking about elves,
I set up it and you dunked it. You hit that basket. Yeah, home run.
This is the problem with being online. Is I don't know. There's no facial expressions or in person, so I don't know if I just fully cut you off or if you're saying more. You know what I mean? But there's your face. That reminds me.
John, for a little context, I turned my face cam on because John said that. That is your context.
When you were a kid, did you have an elf on the shelf?
No, my parents actually think it's stupid, and I agree.
Do you know what the purpose of an elf on the shelf is?
There's a book. I didn't know there was a book with the elf on the shelf. You got an elf on the shelf, you can't touch the elf. The elf does crime in the night, but so basically Santa sends the elf down to stalk you. You have your own personal stalker as a kid to see if you're good or bad. Exactly. And you can't touch it. And I think it's the most stupid ass thing in the world.
So basically it's this little, I want to say toy, but not really toy. It's this little elf figure that kids are told is a real elf from Santa who is going to watch over them and see if they're being naughty or nice. So it encourages the kid to be good because, there's this personal elf and you can't touch it. Otherwise, it'll lose its magic. And when the kid is asleep, the elf moves. Basically, the parent moves around the house.
Whoa, what? It's not real?
Last time I exposed something like this, you lost your Minecraft hardcore world.
That is true.
But yeah, so I had one when I was a kid. My whole family, we shared one elf on the shelf, and that's all it was. It was just there was one elf on the shelf you could get. It looked like the rest of the elf on the shelves. And yeah, that's that. There was a book, I think, where you wrote its name in, and that was it. Let me tell you, kids nowadays got fucking everything, bro. Oh my god. I
hate children. I think us as a society, when we have kids, all should bring them back to how we were raised.
Mm-hmm.
Because they should also be wearing those stinky gym jerseys that they would give you that were color coded, so you know what team you were on, that were mesh.
Actually, yeah, I had those. Never mind.
I thought everyone had that. Anywho,
Yeah.
continue.
Bro, at work, we have a whole Elf on the Shelf display. First of all, we got like 700 different kinds of Elf on the shelves. You got every race,
And
color,
they have
creed, sexual
outfits.
orientation, eye color, every outfit. Which I'm fine with that. I'm all for inclusion. You wanna make different elves. That's fine. But then now they've got pets. The elf on the
Whoa,
the elf on the
actually, sorry, the do. If you heard that, I was plugging in my headphones. But inclusion, they're all short. What do you mean inclusion? There ain't no tall ass elf on the shelf.
Listen, you know what I mean. But I'm all for whatever you want. But they got pets now. They got like Yetis, dogs. They got pet carriers for the elf pets. They
Huh?
got
It's
they
a
have
money
elf
grab.
they have elf scout carriers, and it's like a
What?
plastic tube so that you could put the elf in the tube and then carry it around in case you need to take the elf with you to make sure that the kid's still fine. They've got props
That's
now.
crazy.
They got props now. So there's a travel set in case you're going on vacation. You can get your elf its own suitcase, passport, camera, neck pillow. There's elf magic doors. There's beach
See,
stuff. They've got an airplane, Mackenzie. There's an elf on the shelf peppermint airplane.
See, I'm like, that's insane. But at the same time, I had Barbies growing up. But see, Barbies is a universal season. Like, it's
Yeah, exactly.
this
You use it all
seasonal,
year
and
round,
you
and
can't
you're
even
supposed
touch
and you're
it.
supposed to play with it. Exactly. The elf, the kid can't touch. But they got all this stuff now. They got a hot cocoa machine. You
Like,
can put
if
the elf in a hot cocoa stand.
if your kid is this bad, but you have to take it everywhere, that's just something on
yeah.
your parenting. I feel like.
If you are buying the elf on the shelf and then buying the clothing set and then the travel prop set and the vacation set with the elf carrier set, you're in too deep. There's no saving you.
Like, maybe because we don't have kids, we don't understand how important. I think Elf on the Shelf. I was perfectly raised fine without Elf on the Shelf. My cousin had Elf on the Shelf, and they're kind of a bitch.
Elf on the Shelf, I had it. It was like kind of fun, cute, whatever. I'm not getting my kid an Elf on the Shelf. I'm not getting my kid's Elf on the Shelf a Saint Bernard pet. That's too much.
Yeah.
They've got
Wait, you had. What was the name of your elf?
Oh, it was like it was something I don't even remember. It was something fucked up. It was just like me and my brothers all. It was like Bilbo Swaggins, Jenkins the third. Like just it was some dumb shit.
And
but
they actually did it properly. How old were you when you had the elf?
This is my problem. I almost have like no concept of time. Oh my god, my favorite Instagram account posted a photo. Bubbles.
Oh my god, I posted a photo of Bubbles. That's crazy.
But yeah, I have no concept of time, so I don't know how old I was, but I was really young.
You know what's crazy? Oh, there we go. Just got a notification. I was just gonna be like, that's crazy. Didn't get a notification. You liked the photo. Had to grab my phone from charging and everything.
I liked it. But yeah, there's just too much, and this goes with just like consumerism nowadays is crazy. Okay, listen, y'all don't need all the Elf on the Shelves and Elf on the Shelf accessories. Y'all don't need every color of Stanley Cup. One is fine, maybe two, three if you're crazy. You don't need 20. Please stop buying them.
I did, however, no. That is crazy, buying a bunch of different Stanley Cups. So I did, however, just purchase a cover for my straw. So spiders don't go into it.
Oh, like the little straw toppers?
Yeah, I got a flower.
Oh, yeah, those are fine. You don't need 700 cups, though, with different colors and then change them every day.
But when purchasing it, they had, like, cowboy hat, Christmas stuff, pumpkin stuff. Like, they had,
someone I work with has the cowboy hat one.
Yeah, that one seems very popular for some reason. Anywho. Let us know if you had an Elf on a Shelf and what their name is.
And if you have all the accessories and stuff, it is too much.
I think it's... I personally, my kid will not have an Elf on the Shelf.
I'll have to see.
You might go with the Elf on the Shelf?
Maybe not.
Interesting.
But while I was at work, right,
Mm-hmm.
looking at all the Elf on the Shelf stuff, people ordering it, buying it. Um, one of my coworkers, I found out allegedly. Now I have no proof of this, and it was he told it to someone, and he was like there, but I didn't ask him about it. But he told it to someone, and I was overhearing their conversation. Apparently one of my coworkers, it's this guy. His name's DJ. He watches all of the same Netflix shows that I do. So we talk about Netflix shows. But the problem is we only talk about Netflix shows. So then after we've already talked about them, or like there's not episodes out or anything, every time I see him, he just says the same things. He's like, that's my guy right there. He's like, yo, just wait, next year, Stranger Things. But then he says that every day.
Yeah, because Stranger Things never comes out.
It's gonna be a long wait, stuff like that. But I found out that apparently he applied for Love Is Blind and got accepted and can go on. But he doesn't want to go on because he doesn't want to break anyone's heart, he said.
Then why did he apply?
The person he was talking to was like, well, the point is you're supposed to like find love and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, why'd you apply? And he said, like, the idea was all good and fine at first, but then when he thought about actually going on, he's like, on the off chance that he does have to break someone's heart, he doesn't want to do it. So he's probably not going to go on.
Well, what's the point of applying?
Yeah, that's why I was curious. Do you think you would ever? Obviously, right now you have a boyfriend. You in this world you don't have a boyfriend. Would you ever?
I'm
apply?
depressed.
Would you ever apply and go on a dating show?
Well, before I had a boyfriend, I technically did apply to a fake dating show.
True.
I got accepted to the auditions.
Nice.
And actually got accepted to the second round. I didn't make it to the last ones though. If you don't know, I applied for Lover Host? Yeah, Lover Host, yeah. Which is a show produced by Austin Show, where you either pick love and you go on a fake date on stream.
Whoa, it's real.
Yeah, for sure. Because every single person who does it, they've fallen in love for sure.
Yep.
Or you pick host, and then Austin Show raids you.
With all the viewers from the show.
Yes. Which honestly, strategically, bad play.
Yeah, because if you go on the date, you're going to get viewers anyways.
Yeah, and if people just raid you, most of them will be like, okay, bye.
Mm-hmm.
But I did that for Tommy in it. Now, if I didn't have a boyfriend, I would only go on a dating show if that means I could go on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, that's the thing. So I know there's a lot of dating shows that actually have really bad deals for the people who go on it, and like I'm pretty sure what's the one, Love Island? I'm pretty sure I've heard that people who go on Love Island, you have to essentially like sign away a percentage of your income for the next X amount of years because the show is assuming you're going to blow up on like social media and stuff like that after the show. And so they make you pay them money.
That's
but yeah,
crazy.
You can take the shows, and there's people like, I mean, you're watching Dancing with the Stars, and there's people on Dancing with the Stars who are on it, and their claim to fame is being on a dating show. So like you can snowball the dating show into so much that I think I would go on one.
Out of all game shows, dating shows, I think I would only go on
Love Is Blind is a crazy one. Do you know what Love Is Blind is
No,
about?
I don't watch. The only like reality show I watch is Dancing with the Stars. I love Dancing with the Stars. It has itself so much drama and lore.
I don't watch them either, but I know about it a lot. So do you know what Love Is Blind is or no?
I know Love Is Blind.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, basically the entire dating show is people falling in love and...
Oh, when you don't see them until the end.
Yeah, you don't see them the like entire show. And there's... From what I've heard, there's like crazy drama sometimes where people will be like very emotionally in love and stuff, blah, 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 and then they see each other and immediately they're like, ugh. So, yeah, that one's a crazy one to go on.
Yeah, I think I once watched like an episode of The Circle, which was like, you're in a like you're alone in this room and there's an AI called the Circle. Let me get the actual thing.
In this lighthearted and strategic competition series, the players must choose whether to be themselves or other people, all while chasing a cash prize.
Yeah, I think like a vlogger was watching it and I was like, I want to see what it is. But I think out of all reality shows, I wouldn't do The Amazing Race. I'm not fit enough for that.
I want to do The Amazing Race so bad.
I think you and Meerkat should do it.
That'd be so fun.
Dynamic duo. I think I would do. I couldn't do Survivor.
Low key.
I think Big Brother would be the only one I really would have like a decent chance at. And I remember I watched Big Brother when Ariana Grande's brother was on it.
He was on it?
Yeah, but he didn't tell anyone. He like had everyone sit down. He was like, guys, I'm Ariana Grande's brother. But yeah, Frankie was on it. I remember watching that season.
Low key would do it with Noah, but I also think doing it with Natalie because we're so opposite. Like, if there's something that we need like a small person, you know what I mean?
True. And Natalie's fit enough.
We cover.
Natalie can carry the backpack. I thought her size-wise, she couldn't. She would be the backpack, but I feel like she's strong enough to hold it.
Exactly. We cover like so many different demographics.
But then, like, you guys don't have the smarts.
Whoa, what?
Unless it's about Glee.
Whoa. I used to do your homework for you, thank you very much.
Whoa, allegedly. Whoa, allegedly.
But yeah, I think it's crazy doing the audition and getting accepted and then not going on. So that's why I kind of don't believe him, but
people be lying. People be lying all the time.
People do be lying.
I was trying to think about something about lying, but then I just thought about Abbott Elementary. Like I mentioned earlier, I was watching it was just because I think they were like, yes, they lied about like a celebrity showing up, and then Questlove from The Roots showed up anyways. Abbott Elementary go crazy.
From Jimmy Fallon.
The Roots, yes. However, one thing I didn't get, which I had the realization, is that teachers, you know, they like to plan stuff. They plan their lesson. Tell me why. Every time I watch like a high school show, the bell rings and the teacher's like in the middle of a lesson still.
I mean, that's happened to me before.
I've never had that. Like, majority of the time, like, I think the only time I had it was like math. But, like, majority of the time, we would have, like, a work period at the end. Like, they didn't, like...
Yeah, majority of the time it would be like that, but there was definitely a lot of times where, like, there's just a lot that the teacher has to teach.
But at the same time, the teacher, most of the time, has been teaching this course, like, 5,000 times. I feel like they would be better at figuring it all out.
Listen, man, teachers don't get paid enough. I don't blame them.
Yeah. Anyways, that's brought up my topic. That was my little segue there.
Oh, was that high schools?
Yes, that was high schools.
Well, the last thing that I'll touch on about work, because I'm actually curious if this affects me at work. I'm not sure. Like you said,
You're asking us if it's affecting you?
No. I'll have to see when I go in. But like you said, the Wicked premiere happened, and Wicked is coming out, right? So everybody, if you would like...
Wait, no. How does that go? Wait, hold. Do you know the riff to the Wicked? No?
Never heard of Wicked, never watched Wicked.
I watched... My sister's favorite musical is Wicked. She saw it on Broadway when she went to New York at school. And then we recently went to go watch it. It was my first time actually watching Wicked. And it has, like, a riff that's, like, very well known. It's like... Here, I'm gonna play it. Hold.
Holding.
I have.
Oh, Defying Gravity. I actually do know that.
Yeah, you know, but it's the ending. Hold. I don't know how loud this is for them. Okay, wait. Yeah, that. Do your best take. Yeah. Do your best take. You didn't even change notes. All right.
Listen, I'm not a singer.
He's not working late because he's not a singer.
The original Glinda and whatever the other one is called on Broadway, I found out, are both big characters in
Alphama?
Glee. I don't know, bro. I've never seen it.
Alphama?
Sure, Elfmo, and Glinda.
Gilda.
Sure. They're in Glee, which is exciting.
Everything's in Glee.
But yeah, so the movie's coming out.
Phineas is in Glee.
As is normal with movies coming out, shows coming out, whatever. They've got all different kinds of products hitting the shelves, all right? I've had the Stanley Cups in the stores, right? There's tons of clothing. There's tons of merchandise. And included in that merchandise are Mattel dolls, right? So you can get Ariana Grande. You can get the Pussy Green Girl. I don't know her name.
Alphama.
You can get dolls of them, and you can collect them or you can play with them, whatever. And the website for the movie is wickedmovie.com if you got to check your show times or anything. So naturally, all of the merchandise is linking to wickedmovie.com, and they've got like QR codes that link to it. They've got the links on the back. But someone at Mattel didn't get the memo that it's wickedmovie.com, and they just put wicked.com, which you might think, oh, that's just a simple typo. It's fine. Well, as Twitter pointed out, it's not fine, because if you go to the website or you scan it, it's actually a porn website.
Which I think is crazy that someone took the time to flip over the box and look at the website and Google it. I ain't never think I Googled the web, like...
Well, the scan code also goes to that link.
But, like, why are they scanning it? Do they get, like, a discount prize or something?
I don't know. All I know people just do. I've been playing COD Zombies, and some of the Easter eggs that people just found out that if you blow up 50 fish in the water, you get every perk in the game for free. So sometimes people just be doing shit, all right? There's 8 billion people in the world. Someone was bound to go to the link and figure it out. And that they did. So someone's definitely getting fired at Mattel, because...
Yeah. He's going to be Will Ferrell.
It's a little bad to have dolls marketed to children have a link like that.
Well, hypothetically speaking, the child should not even have a phone to search it up.
It's 2024.
They shouldn't, though.
Phones. The amount of times I see, I mean, maybe it's the parents' phones, but in general, just the amount of times at work, like... Do you remember just sitting in a cart when you're a little kid, or just like going shopping with your parents, and you're just like
looking at
you're
things?
Just shopping, you're just like looking at stuff? No, kids nowadays, they've got a phone or an iPad, and they're watching Bluey. They're watching.
Oh my god, that's
Coco
like
Melon.
when I went to the mall and I got this really cute sweater from Old Navy. Old Navy's low keeping going crazy with his stuff, and he was I remember my mom went to the washroom, so I was sitting waiting, and. These parents just gave their kid 2 iPads and then walked away.
What the fuck?
They went to go get their food. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. A little crazy, little stupid. One thing I don't get with the Wicked movie is it is coming out in 2 parts, if you don't know.
Yeah.
It has a part 1 and a part 2. Now, part 1 is the same length that okay, so it's like, hypothetically speaking, this isn't like, I don't know why I keep using hypothetical as a word because that's the right word, but it is reported that it's going to end the movie on Defying Gravity, which is what they end the musical Act 1 with. However, the whole movie itself is the length of the whole musical. So the math isn't exactly mathing.
The musical is 2 hours and 45 minutes long. The hours and 40 minutes long, but there's going to be 2 parts.
Yeah. And you have to wait a whole year. And that's...
Yeah.
That's another thing, which is...
I found on Reddit, Act 1 of the musical is about 90 minutes, and each movie will no doubt be longer than its musical act because they stated they're only adding scenes, not cutting any out.
But what are you adding? I feel like, if anything, a movie... if anything, cutting out things for a musical from a movie. Like, you know, like,
Mhm.
how do I word this? Like, a musical is
Making a
has
musical
to
of
make sense.
yeah, making
And
a
I
musical
feel
of
like
a movie you can like
movies can cut the corners a lot easier.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need someone who's a Wicked fan to let me
Jade.
know if the movie's good. I'm gonna need Jade to report if the movie's good or not, because
Yeah.
everyone is talking about this movie. But
And it's not even out.
I barely even remember The Wizard of Oz, even though I don't think it's that important.
You're off to see. There was the Wonderful
The
Wizard. We
Wonderful
don't
Wizard of
remember it.
Oz. I said I
She,
like loosely remember it. Like
she
I know the general plot and
tornado
I know most of the
came, and
songs,
then there's
but I don't like I can't like close my eyes and imagine the movie or like scenes from the movie.
red slippers, yellow road. The witch comes in, and she's like, "Ah," and then the monkeys flying.
Nope. There's
The musical is very
monkeys?
well done. There's monkeys that fly. Yes.
What?
Wicked is the prequel to Wizard of
Yeah,
Oz.
yeah.
Yes.
Flying
But-
monkey attack scene. What the fuck is this
Yeah.
movie about, bro?
But not knowing about stuff, I have an activity for us to do now. You don't use ChatGPT as much as I do.
I don't use it at all. I haven't logged into it in like a year.
But I want you to log into it real quick. And,
Okay.
and we're both going to do this. We're going to ask it, what do you know about me that I might not know about myself based on our previous interactions?
Wait, fun fact, ChatGPT actually spent a bajillion dollars to get the link chat.com now. So if you just type chat.com, it'll bring you.
I didn't know that.
Wait, so does it have history of like what you
Yes.
Okay.
It has like after like a little bit it has memory update and then it like remembers everything. So, for example, I use ChatGPT to respond to an email at work, and now ChatGPT thinks that my name is Christabel.
Okay. Oh,
I
here
don't
we
know
go.
why.
On the left, I see my history. Okay.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
in the past 30 days, I asked it how to make an IV bag model in Blender because Natalie was making an IV bag model in Blender, and I was curious if that would work. And
I did
then
use it for world edit, so.
Then it goes to October where I asked it for cool Minecraft seeds. It just lied blatantly, and then it told me that it lied because I like typed in the seeds.
Yeah,
and
no,
it
you
had
can
descriptions.
literally
It had
say.
descriptions of the seeds. So I went on and I was like, "This isn't at all what the seed is." And then they were like, "Yeah, we'd actually have no idea what it is. My bad, bro."
Did you specify the version?
Yeah. It just said like ChatGPT has no way of knowing, so it didn't know. And then it goes to 2023. So.
Okay.
And it's me helping you with your work in 2023.
Whoa.
Because it's me typing like
hypothetically,
thesis in the Minotaur symbols.
hypothetically, not real. That was in a
Mad
dream
Community
he had.
Award show.
Oh yeah, no, we could say we use that.
Okay, so you want me to type this? What do you know about me that I might not know about myself based on our previous interactions?
You could copy it. I typed it in our
Yeah.
topics.
I hit enter. I accidentally put a slash when I hit enter. It's fine.
Whoa.
Since this is our first conversation in this chat, I don't have any past information about you.
Really?
Yep, that's what it says.
Based on interactions, I can reflect on patterns and traits that may not be immediately obvious. Here's what stands out. And there's 5 points. 1. Creative and versatile storytelling. You have a knack for weaving imaginative narratives, whether it's through stories or podcast ideas or pitches. You seem to enjoy blending creativity with structured storytelling, which is evident in how you approach projects such as blank and blank. Empathy and social awareness. Yes. Oh, I don't know. Your attention to sensitive situations, like blank or blank, reflects
Is
on
it saying
here.
blank or are you not?
No. I'm going to send you.
Okay.
Read that and you can get the live read. This awareness shows that you value creating safe and inclusive spaces, yes, through ChatGPT. Organization. You often mention detailed plans. This indicates a natural inclination towards structure and organization, crucial for balancing your diverse set of commitments. Adaptation and media creation. Your work spans multiple formats. This demonstrates adaptability. I can't say that word.
Adaptability.
Yes, an interest in leveraging different medias to engage various audiences. Personal significance and experiences. Oh, this is just from my essay today that I didn't use ChatGPT for because
Not at all.
I just wanted to edit it. I'm really bad at editing. It's like Grammarly.
I've been replaced by ChatGPT.
These trait points.
It's taken away our jobs.
It's a mix of creativity, leadership, and emotional intelligence. Do any of these reason with you or feel surprising? So anyways, based on ChatGPT, let me ask negative. Negatively.
I tried 3 more times and it just keeps saying that it has no history. So.
All right. Perfection leading to overload. Difficult disconnecting.
True.
High expectations, balancing multiple roles, and emotional weight.
I mean, most of that is true from what I know, so maybe all of it's true.
I don't like this topic. Let's talk about the Grammys.
What do you want to talk about? The Grammy nominations happened, guys.
Yes, indeed.
Now, the Grammys this year are very, very competitive. All right, 2024 was a good year for music, and I think maybe end of 2023. I forget when Grammys count.
It's a certain date.
Should we just go through here? I have the list. Should we just
Maybe
go
like
through the nominations?
The big ones.
Okay, the big ones. Record of the year,
which is different from Song of the Year.
Yes. Let me actually look up. I'm pretty sure Record of the Year versus Song of the Year. I'm pretty sure record. Record of the Year is the entire production of a song, whereas Song of the Year is just the song. And, like, the
yes, record is like the production. Mm-hmm.
Production, engineers, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Record of the Year, we have Now and Then by the Beatles, which there is actually huge drama about. Because
if you guys don't know, they're mostly dead.
Now and Then by the Beatles incorporates AI vocals, and the Beatles have never won Record of the Year.
Aren't they mostly dead?
I do believe so.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not just being like, yeah, they're dead.
How many Beatle members are still alive? 2 of the 4 Beatles are still alive. Yeah. Paul McCartney and Ringo. But debatably, Ringo's not alive. I think it was Ringo. There's theories that one of them died. But Record of the Year, Now and Then the Beatles, it was done with AI. They've never won the category. So if they win the category, it'll be, I believe, the first AI or first song incorporating AI to win an award, and also it'll be the Beatles' first Record of the Year, like, win.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. It'll be the first win in that category, which is kind of crazy that, like, it's using AI. It's not even completely them.
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em by Beyonce.
Which
she went country.
Well, yeah, she's in every category.
Yeah, Beyonce's album. I don't have anything against Beyonce. Let the record show, Beyonce. Love you. Love your music. You're actually my favorite.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Thank you, Beyonce.
But I don't have any problems with Beyonce. I just don't listen to the music myself, so I don't know if it's good or not. But Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
That's
a
that
banger.
Espresso.
It went crazy this year, so I could see that one winning.
However, a lot of people are upset about the lyrics because I saw a TikTok that was like Grammy nominators listening to That's That Me Espresso and thinking it's amazing or something shit like that. They think the laziness of lyrics.
Listen, not every song has to be super profound and deep and make you think. Okay. 360 by Charlie XCX. Banger. Birds of a Feather.
Also, a lot of people are mad that Charlie XCX got nominated too.
How about these people pick the nominations then?
How about these people make the music?
Most of the times when people complain about nominations or complain about people winning
they
stuff,
jealous.
They're just jealous. They don't have a better answer. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish.
Winner.
Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Chapel Roan, Good Luck Babe, got nominated. Congratulations to Chapel Roan on being nominated for a Grammy. And then Fortnite by Taylor Swift.
If
featuring
Taylor Swift
Post Malone.
wins any Grammys, I will be personally.
Cap.
What?
Best pop duo. She deserves it there.
Over
Other than that, I agree with you.
Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish?
No.
You think that us featuring Gracie Abrams?
No. Us by Gracie Abrams featuring.
You think that
That's a record show.
is better?
Is better than Guess? Yes.
What, chatters? Let us know.
Yes, I do.
I think you're just being homophobic.
No. I am far more likely to put on Us than Guess.
I have listened. I'll tell you how many times I listen to Guess right now.
Okay, do it.
Versus Us. I listened to Us
twice. Yeah, but you're a Gracie Abrams hater. And
I
Taylor Swift
listened
hater.
to Gracie Abrams this week.
You hate her new album and you hate Taylor Swift. You were never going to listen to it.
I listened to it when it first came out. Guess. Search. Where is the song?
But it's also like this is such a biased argument. I mean, I guess it's interesting looking at your streams, but like you stream every Billie Eilish song regardless of it, even if you like it or not, until you fake yourself into liking it.
And now, let me tell you, I like this one. You have to guess the color of my underwear. Already know. Where the hell is this? I can't find it. I'm trying to find here.
GG's. She's never streamed it.
No. I'm trying to find the other people in the category. Oh my god, stop moving the ads. The ads keep moving it down. I found it. The Boy Is Mine. Actually.
Oh, are we
out? I couldn't find it on the thingamajiggy I'm looking for. It only gives me the new one that she just came out with, like not the original single.
Oh, gotcha.
You get me?
Are we which category are we looking at?
The pop duo groups.
Oh, pop duo. Gotcha.
I think that if Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish don't win, then Die with a Smile should win with Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Then Ariana Grande, then Beyonce.
Lady Gaga and Bruno Mid are not winning that award, okay?
Bruno Mars has not lost
Bruno Mid.
Record of the year, I think.
Gracie Abrams, and he's not even nominated. Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift, they're coming for it.
Taylor Swift has ops in the Grammy, okay? She has people, she rigs them. She rigged the election, alright?
Famously, when she came out with Reputation, I'm pretty sure it was Reputation, whatever, she didn't get nominated for any of the major categories.
She only cares about getting a Grammy. That's all she cares about. If you listen to her thing, she's like, oh, I guess I have to make a better track. She doesn't care about the art. She doesn't care about the originality. She just wants an award.
Watch the documentary, you fucking dumbass. Oh my god.
No, I won't. I don't want to watch the documentary because I don't care for her.
You're so stupid. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm stupid.
What you're complaining about is crazy. Oh my god. It's because she was wrongfully brought up and mentally just built on this system, this validation system of everyone always clapping and this, that, the other thing, needing awards and stuff like that for her own self-validation. It's a toxic trait.
Maybe she should change.
It's a toxic trait that she's gotten better with. You're complaining about. Oh my god! Watch the documentary.
Ever since Gracie Abrams opened for Taylor Swift, she's gone downhill.
What are you saying?
Ever since Gracie Abrams opened for Taylor Swift, she's gone downhill. Because she has Taylor Swift fans. She doesn't have people that like her for herself.
Her vocal. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. That's cap. Most of the Gracie Abrams stan accounts that I see online that are dedicated to Gracie, there was an entire thread of people talking about how they found out about Gracie, and a lot of them found out because of the Eras Tour, and now they're just Gracie fans primarily. You're just talking out of your ass to be a hater right now, and I won't have it.
Also, Fortnite, Taylor Swift, even Taylor Swift fans are saying that is a shitty song. It shouldn't be nominated for Song of the Year.
Yeah, talking about Record of the Year, I don't think it should be. I don't. You said if she wins any Grammy,
yes,
she doesn't
I
deserve
still
them,
don't think she deserves that one neither.
If she wins pop duo, it's deserved. I think Us by Gracie featuring Taylor is a phenomenal song.
Didn't Gracie Abrams' song just get on top 10 of Spotify?
Gracie top 10. That's So True entered the top 10 on Billboard 100. It would become her first top 10 hit. Yeah.
Well, if that song's so good with Taylor Swift, you would think that it would also be in the top 10, huh?
What is going on with you?
I don't like Taylor Swift. I also had a whole thing with my teacher how debates are really good for podcasting and up the engagement and viewership.
Mckenzie, guess was number 12 on the Hot 100.
That's more than 20. You have to guess the color of my underwear. No,
you're a psychopath who's hating for no reason.
All I'm saying, no, actually, this is something I want to do. I want us to do our predictions of who's gonna win what category.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go from the top.
Who we think is gonna win, or
yes.
who we want to win?
Who we think will win.
It's so
Record
hard
of the year.
I haven't listened to 90% of these.
Record of the year is all about the production. I think
360 Charlie XCX.
I was gonna say 360 because I don't think vocals go towards the song, right?
I mean, it's like mastering, mixing.
Because Good Luck, Babe, like that shit's high. Good luck.
I can't even sing you a lyric from Good Luck, Babe, so I can't judge that one.
When you wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your hand in your hair and nothing more than his wife, and when you wake,
no clue.
No.
Nope.
Anyways, Kendrick Lamar, you know,
that song is so mid. Even aside from me hating, that song is so mid, bro.
It's kind of a banger though.
It's not. It's really
That's
not.
That me espresso. I feel like I love Birds of the Feather, and I want that to win. I don't think espresso, like the thing that's going in my head right now is it's all about the production, right? I feel like espresso had like caffeine in that shit, like something with the production that made it so catchy, you know. But also, I feel like Birds of the Feather is like such a unique, like. Yeah, like the whole Hit Me Hard and Soft is such a unique production. So I think Birds of Feather will win. If not, Charlie XCX. If not, Good Luck, Babe.
You're just gonna list half the category, so you're
if
most
not,
likely right.
Espresso. If not, Texas Hold'em.
Album of the year, we have New Blue Sun by Andre 3000, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce, Short and Sweet by you know Andre 3000. I have
never heard of Andre 3000 in my life.
You have heard of Outkast, and he is one of the two members of Outkast.
What the fuck is Outkast? Is that on Spotify?
Hey, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, yeah. You've heard that song.
I have heard that song.
That's Andre 3000.
Little snippet.
1, 2, 3.
Oh wait,
yeah,
no,
see?
they. Will this show up in the record? I don't know if this will show up in the recording. I don't know. I don't think it will. I don't think they would hear that. Because it's my Spotify thing.
Oh, your separation. Gotcha.
It starts off with
1, 2,
3. My baby don't mess around because he goes be sewing on the show.
Yeah, that song. That's Andre 3000. Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, Brat by Charlie XCX, Jess Volume 4 by Jacob
Don't know who that is.
Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan, and The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. I think Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish.
I think that Brat was the album of the year, but I don't think that it's Grammy album of the year. You know what I'm? You pick it up what I'm putting down.
Brat was the album of the summer for sure. I don't know
of the summer. That's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
I also was really confused because I thought the Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess came out. I thought it was like out for a year before it blew up. Yeah, it came out September 22nd, 2023.
Yeah, but it's like Grammy. There's like windows.
I know, but I thought it passed the window because
apparently not.
I guess the submissions were closed right now, so you couldn't submit. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Anyways, I think "Hit Me Hard and Soft" is going to win.
Song of the year, a bar
Crazy
song,
that "Happier
Tipsy.
Than Ever" didn't win. By the way, sorry.
Which one won that year?
Album of the year. It came out in 2020? No.
2020 Grammy Album of the Year winner
Was
Folklore.
I think it was "We Are" John Baptiste.
Oh yeah, 2021 We Are by John Baptiste.
Yes, it was 2021 that came out. Yeah. Which is crazy.
Song of the year, a bar song, "Tipsy" by Shabuzi, fucking banger. Birds of a Feather.
Yes.
You don't know a bar song?
I don't know a bar song.
A bar song is a banger, and I kind of want it to win because Noah says it's the worst song he's ever heard in his life.
Doesn't he say that for everything, though?
Pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
Oh, I have heard it.
Jack Daniels got a history. Banger. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish and Phineas. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Fortnite by Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. And Texas Hold'em, Beyonce. Now, I don't really like
I think the Birds of a Feather is going to win this one.
I don't really like Please, Please, Please. I don't know why.
I don't know why this one got. Song, I don't know why like she didn't do Espresso.
Her best song. Yeah.
I was kind of confused about that. Song of the year, I would say, would be Espresso. That shit was everywhere, nonstop. It was like #1 nonstop. But Please, Please, Please. Anywho.
I think a bar song, Tipsy, is gonna win.
I think and want Birds of a Feather to win. You hear the fucking high note?
I could hit it.
You go.
She's not the only artist who could hit a high note. I don't want to embarrass Billie Eilish like that because then she'll probably have to quit her career.
Best new artist, Benson Boone.
Yup.
Sabrina Carpenter. Why the fuck did I do this category?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Khruangbin, Ray, Chappell Roan, Shabuzi, and Teddy Swims.
I want Ray to win.
Do you actually?
Yeah. No, me and Nick saw Ray at Osheaga, and she has incredible
I think you're lying to yourself to sound different. There's no way if you listen to Ray more than Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan,
I don't. But I have had a history of the people that I want to win not winning.
Oh, so you're faking it out?
But at the same time, if she wins, I'll be happy. I think that she deserves to win this. Her vocals are amazing.
I think Chappell deserves it over anyone in this category.
And this category is people are a little upset because Sabrina Carpenter was like, how did I get this? I've been doing this for so long. And a lot of Chappell fans are attacking her for that too, which is funny because Chappell has also been doing it for that long. But
I
people
think
are like,
why
don't you? Like, what's it called? Like, your team submitted them. Shouldn't you know? It's funny. But I think Ray is an amazing singer and needs more recognition. And I don't know who the fuck the last person was. But I think going from the best new artist standards, I think Chappell will win.
Chappell deserves it out of anyone here. She's had the biggest blow up year. She's gone from nothing to
it's not even the blow up. It's just for bringing like new, like changing the music scene is kind of like how they define it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Anyways. I just want Ray to win something, which I just saw she's Songwriter of the Year, so W.
I think Chappell will win. Producer of the Year, non-classical.
Shout out
Alicia.
Shout out Phineas for not putting himself in as a nomination so that other people can get. Submit? No, he didn't submit because he said that he wanted other people to have a chance to win.
Oh. Durst,
meanwhile, Jack, what is it? Jack Assoff keeps submitting his name in. Yeah, he can't even get nominated.
Ian Fitchuck, Fat Fuck Mustard, and
Whoa.
Daniel Negro.
What?
I think. What'd you say?
What was that name?
What?
What? I
I said mustard.
Ah, my bad.
I
Daniel,
think Daniel Negro will win.
producer for Chapel Roan and Olivia Rodrigo and Conan Gray and probably more people.
Songwriter of the year: Jesse Alexander, Amy Allen, Edgar Barrera, Jesse Joe Dillon, and Ray. I believe and I want Amy Allen to win this category.
Who the fuck is Amy Allen?
Amy Allen has written for Sabrina Carpenter, Harry Styles, Justin Bieber, Olivia Rodrigo, Selena Gomez, Tate McRae, Charlie XCX.
Damn.
Yeah, she writes bangers on bangers, and she's a great artist herself, although I think she's kind of taken a back seat on her career, but I did see her open up for Alexander 23.
Makes sense. I want Ray to win. Ray's very good at storytelling through her lyrics. Thank you.
Does she write for other people, or is she submitted for herself?
I have no clue. Not a clue, but she's very good at storytelling. Then we have Best Pop Solo Performance: Bodyguard by Beyonce, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, Apple, Charlie XCX, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, and Gallup Babe. I think that Birds of a Feather should want to win, but I think Good Luck Babe might win. Well, I think the apples. Why do we both start saying that?
Yeah, I'll say Billie Eilish or Chapel here, though I don't fully remember the Chapel song. It's
I do hope Espresso does. I hope Sabrina Carpenter does win a thing. So then she can have McDonald's. All right, Best Pop Duo / Group Performance. We went over this.
Featuring Taylor Swift, Us.
No, you have to keep reading them. Yeah, there's more. Do we
read
read them
all?
all?
The
oh, I want guess.
Levi's Jeans, Beyonce, and Post Malone. We didn't say. That's it.
I would like Guess to win.
Swift,
Best Pop Vocal Album. Now this was people were just upset in general because Ariana Grande did not get a lot of nominations, but she did get nominated for this one because it's Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess by Chapel Roan, and The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. I think
who has better vocals, Billie Eilish or Chapel Roan? You listen.
Is this all just vocals?
Best pop vocal album.
Oh, that's true. I feel like Billie's album has a lot of range. You know, you have The Greatest, you have the ad-libs for Wildflower, you have Lunch, you have Love of My Life. Well, Chapel Roan also has quite a diverse, you know, you have Pink Pony Club, you have Casual, you have Hot to Go.
Billie Eilish.
But I think also, another thing is that The Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess has 14 songs, while I think Billie's only has like 10.
Guys, for next week, I'm going to listen to Chapel Roan, and I'm going to come back with a report.
Okay.
But for now, I'll say Billie Eilish.
I want Billie to win.
Because I looked it up. It's not about vocals. The category is just best album that has over 51% vocal tracks, apparently. So it's still just judging the album.
Yeah.
So
oh, God. Fred's in this category.
Dance / electronic recording. We're locking in Leave Me Alone by Fred again and Baby Keem.
Read them all.
She's Gone, Dance On by Disclosure. Loved by Fortet. Never Ender by Justice and Tame Impala. And Witchy by Kate Renata featuring Childish. No. Leave Me Alone, Fred again, Baby Keem.
I'll go with Fred again.
Let's go.
Best dance pop. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that's best dance electronic recording. Now we have best dance pop recording.
We have Make You Mine, Madison Beer. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't like Madison Beer.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to her music.
She's very pretty, though.
Yeah,
anywho, Von Dutch by Charlie XCX. Le Mort de ma vie, Over Now, Extended Edit, Billie Eilish, Made in One Day. Yes, and Ariana Grande. And Got Me Started by Troye Sivan. Now, I low-key do want Troye Sivan to win a Grammy. I don't know if he has. I remember when he used to just be a YouTuber and used to did a video with Zoella. Troye Sivan.
Troye Sivan was a nominee for Best Dance Pop Recording in 2024.
Oh man, he got a few nominees for this one.
And music.
He has 0. He has 2 nominees.
Wait, what is this Google sent? Yo, Google is tweaking out on me. It says 2024 music video, 2024 best dance pop recording, and then it says 2025 best dance pop recording, but it's all only for the next upcoming.
Yeah, 2024. I don't know. So yeah,
tweaking.
I'd be happy if Troye Sivan wins. You know, you just got me started. But I feel like it'd be pretty cool if Live My Life wins, cause like love Billie Eilish, and that was made in one day. But also would be happy if Ariana Grande wins, and also be happy if Charlie. I want them all to win, but Madison Beer.
L'Amour de ma vie, Over Now Extended is my favorite song.
Yeah, I do think that shit goes crazy, and that was really fun hearing live.
Best dance electronic album, we have Brat, Charlie XCX.
Oh my god!
Quartet, Hyperdrama by Justice, Timeless by Kaytranada, and Talos by Zed.
You love
Brat.
No, you don't. That's Zeph. Wait.
Oh, Zed? Zed is the guy with the Valorant gun.
I thought that was your artist that you like. That's Zeph.
No. That's Zeph, yes. I do love Zeph. But
I want Charlie XCX to
I'll
win.
say Brat, but I'm also happy if Fortet wins, because shout out Fortet one time. OMG TBA.
I like how we're like, we'll do the big ones, and now we're going through them all.
Well, that's a big one. Dance electronic album.
I guess. Where's Fred?
You just don't listen to dance electronic albums. Where's Fred? I don't think he made an album in the category within the time. Because he just came out with an album, but I don't think it was soon enough. And then his last album before that was not dance electronic. It was just like floating through the void electronic.
I see.
There's best rock album, but neither of us listen to rock, so I feel like we're underqualified for that.
Yeah, I think we did all the categories we could do.
Yeah, probably.
If you can't see, I think that Billie Eilish, I want and think deserves to win all the categories that she is nominated in.
Best country album is a huge 1v1 because there's Casey Musgraves, Deeper Well, Higher, Chris Stapleton, Whirlwind, Lainey Wilson, but the big 1v1 in the category is Cowboy Carter by Beyonce and F1 Trillion by Post Malone, because both of them swapped genres to do country and both got nominated for country album.
Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed if I was a country artist.
And yeah, if they do, well, there's a lot of country fans who are pissed off at both of them. But I've seen more hate on Post Malone, but I don't see much on Beyonce, so maybe she's getting equal hate. But yeah, they get a lot of hate for being culture vultures, and
there's just a lot of hate in general.
Yeah, apparently people.
Oh my god! 7 minutes ago, That's So True by Gracie Abrams, #1 in Apple US Music. What? On US Apple Music song chart.
Banger. It was written by her and her friend.
Wow.
But yeah, I think artists should be allowed to experiment genres and not be called culture vultures and get hated on just for making a different genre of music.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone's going to country out of all places it could go.
Country's fire. Listen, people are finally tuning into country mainstreamly.
Do you like country?
I do like some country. I did like Zach Bryan, but he was a bad person, and it turns out he's like a bad person times 1,000. So I don't really listen to him anymore.
What are the Grammys?
I should learn about the. Here, let me see if I can find the Zach Bryan chicken fry beef.
What?
Because there's like Brianna Chicken Fry and Zach Bryan broke up, and then she recently went on a podcast and like exposed him, I believe.
Now, if you guys enjoyed our little nomination announcements and our predictions, come back next week where we will then predict and vote for who we want the Streamer Awards to win.
True.
Retweet. While you were looking that up, let me see the topics. Ah, yes, Outer Banks. You're at an hour. We could mention a little bit of Outer Banks. A little mention of it. If you guys don't know, season 5. John? Did he die? He said 4 seconds. Outer Banks came out. I watched Outer Banks.
No, season 4, 1 second.
Oh, season 4. I see. I was like, he needs 4 seconds. Season 4 just
4.
came out, which is a part 1 or part 2? Or is it the parts have come out?
Part 1 came out.
How does this work anymore?
Okay, so season 4, part 1, it came out. I think I might have briefly talked about it because I watched it.
Give us the history of how you started watching this.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Outer Banks releases. It's got a cast of mainly people who have never. I don't think they've acted before. Or they weren't mainstream at the time. A lot of new actors. It was a story about like these teenage kids, like a teen drama. One of them, their father was like a treasure hunter, and he goes missing, assumed dead, and then the kids basically stumble into. It's been a while since I saw season 1, but they pretty much stumble into finding out that like the treasure is probably real, and so then it's about them finding the treasure, and there's other people going for the treasure, so there's big drama in that. And then on the island they live on, there's pogues and there's kooks, and it's like the rich versus the not rich. The show came out, blew up massively immediately, went super viral. I am someone who, when stuff goes viral, I say I'm not gonna watch it, so then I don't watch it, and then like one day later, I get really bad FOMO and want to know what everyone's talking about, so then I watch it. And so that pretty much happened with Mackenzie and I. And then the first day, we stayed up till like 6 a.m. just watching the show.
Yeah.
And season 1 was pretty fire.
And then it all went downhill.
Yeah. So we're in season 4. And
just to give an idea, season 1 came out in 2020. It's been 4 years. That's a really long time. And I like to watch shows that are cringy. And this was one of them. Because they had the starting one where it was like Pogue for Life. What was it, like Outer Banks, Paradise on Earth, or some shit like that. It was very, very
okay, I'm back. I haven't heard a word you said. I was making sure my dad was gone.
Paradise, the Outer Banks, Paradise on Earth.
What?
No, isn't that how he starts it?
Maybe.
I'm Googling it now.
I'm in season 4. I don't know. I can't remember. But what were you talking about? I'm sorry, I had to take my headphones off.
I was yapping. Just continue. Yeah, Outer Banks, Paradise on Earth. Hold.
The Outer Banks, Paradise on Earth.
Yeah, so
thank you.
This dropped in COVID. It was peak time for everyone to be home and make shows viral. It dropped, went super viral. We fell into the hype. Season 1 was really good in my opinion. I think it's a fine teen drama. It was great at the time, and I think it still holds up. I haven't rewatched it, but since then, the show fell into the classic Netflix hole of going on and getting bigger and bigger when sometimes it doesn't have to. And then season 3 kind of had a perfect end to the show where, spoiler warning for this. Are we going to talk about anything else after this, or are we probably going to end on this?
Probably going to end on this. But who knows with us?
Yeah. If you don't want spoilers for Outer Banks, you can probably leave the episode, maybe just keep skipping around and see if we talk about something else. But major spoilers ahead for Outer Banks overall and season 4. So basically, season 1, they discover the gold might be real, blah, blah, blah. They find gold and they get the gold. But right when they get the gold, the main character's John B, and he gets in a relationship with Sarah Cameron, who's a kook, and John B is like leader of the Pogues, right? So it's sort of like a Romeo Juliet situation. And Sarah's dad is evil, and he steals the gold. And then season 2 is all about trying to get the gold back. And then shit gets bigger when they find out that They are actually going, and El Dorado might exist, the city of gold. And then season 3 is all about them trying to go to El Dorado. John B finds out his dad is alive. John B's dad ends up actually dying. Sarah's dad ends up dying. They find El Dorado, the city made of gold. They get a bunch of gold. They return back home. They get praised for their discovery, and they've got a shit ton of money all as well. Now, season 4 opens up, and within 9 minutes, the main character, or one of the main characters, his name is JJ, he spends pretty much all of their money getting his rundown house back from the bank. Because it goes on auction, and he enters a bidding war, and he never stops outbidding the guy, so it runs up to like $700,000. Then they so he ends up spending their money. They spend the rest of the money making it sort of like a little cozy business thing. They run like a fishing business and stuff. Life is good. All is well. They have to pay their property taxes, and so they have a chunk of gold left to pay the property taxes. Well, JJ takes the chunk of gold, steals it without telling anyone, and bets it on himself in a dirt bike race, then loses. So now they're officially broke. So they have to get money again, right? They get contacted by this guy who's like, "Yo, we need you to find Blackbeard's wife's amulet because our family is cursed, and everyone in our bloodline dies to the ghost of Blackbeard's wife. So we need you to find this amulet." And then the story is about them trying to find the amulet. Then when they find it, they find out that actually there's like more treasure involved, because they can use the amulet to find a map, when the map leads to a crown, which is invaluable and apparently grants wishes. Okay, so
It's becoming Riverdale.
The show's just gotten absurd. But on top of that, there's a lot of behind the scenes drama. Now, the main characters, John B and Sarah Cameron, date in the show, and their actors actually dated in real life, but they broke up. So you would assume that the drama has to do with that, but no. Madeline Klein and Chase Stokes are professional actors and continue bringing phenomenal chemistry to the screen, despite the fact that they broke up in real life. And they're really nice about it. But there's a character in the show called JJ, as I mentioned, blew all the money. And there's a character named Kiara. And their actors have got some big drama. Now, I don't know what social media this was posted on, or if it's like a blog or something, but basically, there's someone called OBX Anon, right? And they are an anonymous source for OBX stuff, right? And they said some shit in the past about this season that, now that it's out, has come true. So it basically validates like everything they're saying, right? Because like he said, people asked about JJ's death, and he said, "Listen, it's in season 4, episode 10 in Morocco." And this was before we knew they were going to Morocco or anything. And it was in season 4, episode 10 in Morocco. JJ
Do you think that the actor JJ is doing the account?
Probably. I mean, maybe. People think that it's the actor for a character in the show called Topper. People think that he is the one.
Okay.
Because apparently the actor on like all the red carpets and stuff like that keeps trying to make things about himself. And Netflix talked about doing Outer Banks spinoffs, and they're trying to see how they can like keep the universe going. And he said that he wants to see a Topper spinoff, even though no one cares about that character.
I think I saw a post about him recently. Hold. Continue while I look.
But basically, this person leaked, or allegedly leaked, that the actor for JJ, his name is Rudy. Rudy and Madison, who's the actor for Kiara, basically are in some drama. The drama, I believe, stems from, according to them, here we go. Essentially,
never mind. It wasn't Topper. My bad.
Essentially, somehow, Madison hurt Rudy, is what apparently happened. And then Rudy hurt Madison more. And then both of their girlfriends, because both of them have significant others in real life, both of them, their girlfriends apparently don't like the other. So Rudy's girlfriend doesn't like Madison. Madison's girlfriend doesn't like Rudy. I also believe I should probably get Oh, I should probably get facts on this. Hold.
While you're
Hold.
waiting, let's get a
Yeah.
quick word from our sponsor. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Do you want to play on a Minecraft server? Well, do I have a place for you to go? If you head over to discord.gg/madjad, you can get
Here we
more
go.
information about. I'm doing an ad, John.
Oh, my
You
bad.
can get more information about the Mad SMP, and you can play with your favorite streamer, Coldemar. Thank you.
So I'm gonna sum up this timeline of events. But basically, this is from the start their relationship, friendship, whatever. Uh, Rudy and Madison met because of the show. They became like good friends. They met at the airport first, right? And this is important to note because there was an interview done a bit ago, and the interviewer was like interviewing cast members from the show, and they said most likely to fall in love at the airport, like find love at the airport. And someone was like, "Oh, obviously," and they put up Madison's picture, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, interesting." But yeah, they met because of the show. They were good friends. They were seen in a lot of pictures together. People began shipping them. Not necessarily the actors. I think to a degree, obviously, people did, which sucks. But people shipped the characters a lot to the point where the show made it a reality, and put them together. But around late May, um, there was rumors that Rudy was dating at the time, but she's now fired, OBX director's assistant. Her name's
Oh.
Elaine. And then
Fucking people name Elaine. I hate people name Elaine.
Madison confirmed in June that she is in her own relationship with someone else. Then after that, after they both got in relationships, people realized that Madison and Rudy, they weren't posting selfies and photos together. They weren't interacting with each other's social medias. On Rudy's birthday, Madison posted happy birthday like to him, but it was very just like happy birthday, like very dry. And then on the same day, she tweeted out, "The internet has ruined an abundance of friendships." Interesting.
Mm.
Now people hate Rudy's girlfriend because she is racist.
That's a valid reason.
Disregards mental health, extremely pro-life, anti-choice, and
another
slut shames
valid
other
reason.
women.
That's another valid reason.
So people don't like them, and according to this OBX Anon person behind the scenes, the significant others didn't like each other and didn't like the actors and stuff. So they got very distant. And then Rudy's actor for this season refused to re-sign with the show and basically demanded to the show creators and the show writers that they kill off his character, which came as a complete surprise to the writers and to the creators of the show. They made up multiple endings that I believe they actually shot some of, with JJ still alive, to try to appeal to Rudy and be like, look what the show could be. He didn't like any of them. He wanted out. And then also, you can see that in the show, so episodes 1 through 5 apparently got shot first. Then the finale got shot, episode 10. And then they did episodes 6 to 9. And apparently, no one in the cast knew that Rudy was going to leave the show until they all got the script for episode 10 and realized that he was dying. So he didn't tell anyone. The creators didn't tell anyone. So when you watch the show, episodes 1 through 5, the chemistry is like fine with everyone in JJ, and especially with like Madison and JJ. But then after episodes 6 through 10, the chemistry is just completely off. It's like super. There's just no chemistry there.
See, go.
I was just gonna say, apparently Madison was upset because for so long she had put so much effort into her character, and her character is tied to JJ's character in a way, especially with them being in a relationship. So it's the end of OBX. It's the end. Him leaving is nearing the end of OBX. It's the end of the original crew. It's the end of a large part of her character and a lot of development that she's gotten and a lot of like storylines that she's had, because he just isn't a professional and refuses to act with her.
See,
so then she, oh, sorry.
No,
so
go.
then she didn't put she purposefully didn't put in effort with all of her scenes with him. So in the
That's
latter
stupid.
half, there's no chemistry.
But I think that's crazy that he's leaving because this is the most irrelevant show that he's in, and honestly can't recall any other thing that he's done. Apparently, he was in Uncharted, didn't know that. And the fact that the two other main characters that play JJ, and is her name Madeline? No, her name that's her real name. Chase
Sarah
Stone
is
and Madeline
Chase
Clinch.
Stokes and Madeline Klein.
Yeah, that Clinch.
Yeah.
They dated in real life and
Yes.
broke up and
Yes.
still have more chemistry and have significant others now. Like, I remember, I saw a clip today, actually, of them. There's a scene where Sarah gets shot and she dies, but now somehow she doesn't die. But she was saying that it was her favorite scene. This is like season like 2 or 3. I remember watching it, but it was her favorite scene.
She got shot.
Yeah, it was her favorite scene because she got to just sit there and lay for the whole day. While Chase, on the other hand, he hated that day because he had to imagine his girlfriend at the time dying and channel that energy. But I have seen a lot, the people like compared that scene to the scene of JJ's character and Kira, is that her name?
Yeah, Kiara.
Kiara's character, and how that's how she should have reacted. And yeah,
because so JJ refused. Rudy, who's the actor for JJ, refused any of the other endings. JJ ends up dying in this season, and you can just see like Madison doesn't even look upset at all. Like in it, there's just no chemistry. And then also, there's rumors, which it's pretty much confirmed. But there's rumors that they used body doubles because they refused to film with each other. So you can see in any scene, even scenes where they're like cuddling and stuff, there's a ton of cuts and it's only showing like one of their faces at a time. It's never showing everything. There's a scene in the show where they're going through the ocean. There's a huge storm. They have to get to the other side of the ship, otherwise they're going to be underwater. As they're going, Madeline's character Sarah gets like hit by a wave and flies into the ocean. So then JJ immediately just jumps into the water to try to save her, right? Everyone else stays on the ship. They end up reaching land. It's like morning, and none of them know if Sarah's alive or if JJ's alive. And then they end up swimming to shore and they see them. And so then there's this like big reuniting moment between John B and Sarah. And for some reason, there's a lack of a reuniting scene between JJ and Kiara, which there's photos from the set and like videos and stuff that seem like they did shoot a scene, but
you cut out a little.
There's like videos and photos from the set that show that there was a scene of JJ and Kiara reuniting, but they cut it from the show. So there's a lot of scenes like that where they had scenes together of like people call them Giara, of like the ship, you know, them dating, whatever, that purposefully got cut because the actors were so like against each other,
like,
and against filming with each other.
This shit's just not good for future jobs for them. Like, they're kind of fucking up their future. I did send you something. The actor for JJ said in the beginning of interviews back in season 1 or 2 that he hoped that JJ is a beacon of hope for victims of abuse / people with a shitty home life and prove that you can still make it. And then he just ruined that whole character arc.
Yeah, because especially this season was huge on that, because I don't think he in the show, I don't think he ever had a mother. And then his dad was very abusive. He's always tried to grapple with that. And then this season they reveal that his dad isn't even his real dad.
What?
And that his real dad is this rich guy who is part of the family that wanted the amulet, and his dad for the whole show was just like a groundskeeper who took him in or whatever. And then his real dad ends up being the one who murders him.
What the hell? All right,
yeah.
What a show.
But yeah, it just like throws out any character development that he had or could have had involving anything like that.
I think the Netflix shows are just falling off.
Yeah, I think I'm holding on hope for Stranger Things. It's still phenomenal. But Yeah, now there's going to be another season of Outer Banks, so we'll see what happens in that one. But like, I think it's just really unprofessional for, like, from a perspective of just looking at him and his character and stuff like that. It's unprofessional enough because this is the show that gave him everything, and refusing to work with someone just because there's some like behind the scenes drama.
I mean, to be
just
fair,
crazy.
if the behind the scenes drama is to a serious degree,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
Obviously, we don't know the
could
full
get
story.
like we don't know the full
but-
story, but from what we have heard, that sounds stupid as fuck.
And it's super unprofessional for everyone because everyone's put their all into this show. I mean, Chase and Madeline dated in real life, broke up, and they're still giving it their all and like putting everything they have into the show. I saw a lot of people talking, especially Drew Starkey, who plays
who I
Rafe.
was talking about.
Uh,
He like has big movies now.
Yeah, he is like blown up, has like massive movies. He is so much bigger than this show, and yet he's still showing up. This season they made him, which in the past he's been a major character, but now he's like part of the main crew and is like a big character. So like he's still putting everything into this movie or into the show, even though he has massive movies with like
Christopher Nolan,
Grammy,
right?
like Grammy award winning and nominated actors and stuff. He's in a movie called Queer where he plays opposite Daniel Craig.
That's 007. Is it
What
not?
other movie? Yeah. What other movie? Drew Starkey upcoming projects.
I swear I heard he's in a Christopher Nolan.
He maybe, I haven't seen anything about that. I'm not seeing that here. But yeah, he's in Queer, which is a massive movie by like with Daniel Craig and Jason Schwartzman. So it's crazy that he is still putting his everything into the show, but the actor.
What would you
Rudy,
rank this season?
can't. Out of all of the seasons?
Rank them out of 10. Rank this
Out
season.
of 10, out of 10, this season is like, it's like a 5 out of 10. I watched
Ooh.
it and I still like, I like bad TV. That's my problem. So like, I still enjoyed watching it, but I can acknowledge that the majority of it is dumb. They had $1 million. JJ spent like $700,000 on his rundown house. It's just like a gap in the plot where you realize that they didn't intend for the show to keep going on, and then it got renewed. You know what I mean?
Nah, the way you like combat that is you get a character that's like, why the fuck are you buying this house? He's like, he has the memories, and you're like, you're dumb as hell, and then they leave, and they're just like the audience's thoughts, like you're stupid. Bitch.
So they buy the house for all that money, right? But then they end up losing the house anyways. So
I don't want to hear the show anymore. It's a stupid ass show. What
but
the fuck?
We'll see what happens in season 5. Now they had the crown, but JJ's dad killed him and took the crown. So now he has the crown that makes wishes and is worth $1 bajillion. So they're
You
gonna
should
chase
watch
him.
more Riverdale.
I should.
You should. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, that reminds
We
me. Turns
appreciate
out
it.
we're not talking to. Wait, no, we had a question. Shit. Hold.
Ooh, good answer.
Excuse me. I have a hiccup. When is Lo gonna be on the podcast? I would like to personally apologize for not wishing Lo a happy birthday last episode.
Damn.
Happy birthday, Lo.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Lo can be on the podcast when Lo becomes high. Not get it because low and high. You get it?
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
not.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Why would you think about the drug? You
Stop
weirdo.
pressuring people into doing drugs, Mackenzie.
If you could swap lives with any artist for a day, which artist would you choose? I feel like it'd be fun to like be able to sing like Billie Eilish for a day. Also, would be rich. No, I would swap lives to be any artist. What form is it? Like, what is an artist defined as? Like, only musician artist?
No, it can be anyone. I mean, they probably intended musician, but you can get both.
I would be. I would become Donald Trump, drop out of the election, and then give myself a bunch of money, and then kill myself.
Okay, what about musician?
I would be Billie Eilish just so I can sing.
All right. Musician, my first pick, I would be the Kid Leroy, and I refuse to elaborate. My
Just
second
for Tay
pick,
Murray. We all know it.
Maybe. My second pick, I think I would want to be Taylor Swift, and not just because I
Fucking
like
hate
Taylor
you.
Swift. I haven't even listened to Taylor Swift that much. I just want to know what's a day in her life. What does she do? That's what I want to know. So.
And you'll see how awful a person she is. I just hate her fans.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Well, don't
Life
worry.
was so much better when you weren't a fan.
My friendship with you is over. I said
Well,
earlier.
we're only business
guys,
partners.
this is
We're gonna
guys,
be
this is the
we're
last
gonna be
podcast.
more mature. No, what? Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Actually, we're gonna be mature and keep working together. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, thank you for listening to actually, what is it called? Call me. Oh, that reminds me.
Yep. Call her. Oh, that reminds me. Is it call her? Call her. Oh yeah, just call her daddy. Call her reminds me. Call her. Oh, that reminds me. We appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in.
And if anyone wants to think of a jingle for us, tell us. What the fuck are these podcasts? You're telling me that Funny Minecraft Podcast has more listeners than Whine About It? What is Funny Minecraft Podcast?
Funny Minecraft Podcast, Minecraft content from
I
YouTube
do not own any of these videos. I will give credit.
Oh, they're videos. It's video podcast, but they just upload Minecraft videos.
What the fuck are we going against here?
Interesting. Well, yeah, if you guys want us to start posting Minecraft videos.
Is this anime?
Why
Hi, I upload songs, nightcore/daycore songs, and cover as I like.
These aren't podcasts.
But this is
the
the
problem.
podcast.
Is people use the podcast category to just like post anything.
Where are we? Aphmau Minecraft, but we walk in a straight line? What does that mean? I saw somebody recreate Shrek and dress up as every character, but did it in ASMR. I will play a clip for we'll end it off with this. They did the entire, here it is, 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Oh god.
Guys, this is what Warren is stealing this. It doesn't even pop up.
Simultaneously alongside.
I've skipped a little bit. She's dressed up as Shrek currently. She's eating something.
I don't like this.
Here, this is the most played.
Thank you guys for listening to Oh That Reminds Me. We appreciate it. Let us know any questions you got. Let us know if you guys had an elf on the shelf, or if your kid in the future will have an elf on the shelf. Yeah, thank you. I don't have the power to end it, so this ASMR is just going to continue.
Thank you for listening to That Reminds Me. We post episodes every single Tuesday. Feel free to ask us a question in my Discord and follow us on social medias. I tweet some stuff. Wait, what was that poll I was supposed to do so long ago? I mean, the social media guy is supposed to do.
I don't even remember, bro.
Okay, bye!
I don't even remember. Bye!